Houston apparently has a problem. The space shuttle program is ending, as you know. We talked a lot about that leading up to the final shuttle launch. But NASA is actually now seeking a new generation of American astronauts.
Recruiting is going full speed ahead, and correspondent Whit Johnson is at the Air and Space Museum Annex in Dulles, Virginia, with more for us this morning. Whit, good morning.
Chris, good morning to you. Well, after 30 years of the space shuttle program, NASA is now undergoing a difficult transition. Yes, as you mentioned, the agency is hiring new astronauts, but the next generation will have some big shoes to fill.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
They were the pioneers of space travel. Astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Michael Collins, and 90-year-old John Glenn each received a Congressional Gold Medal on Capitol Hill Wednesday.
We must consider ourselves among the most fortunate of all generations, for we have lived at a time when the dream became a reality.
But to pursue even bigger dreams, NASA will have to rely on the next generation of American astronaut. And the agency is pulling out all the stops, releasing a new recruiting video on YouTube this week.
Your spaceflight experience begins right here, right now.
They're recruiting through January and will be the first astronaut candidate class since the space shuttle fleet retired last summer, which NASA admits has left some with the misconception that Americans are no longer flying into space.
Is it going to be difficult to recruit the next generation of American astronauts?
Well, look at the number of applications. Thousands and thousands of applications to be an astronaut.
Florida Senator Bill Nelson isn't too worried about recruiting.
It is deep in the hearts of the American people.
As an astronaut himself in 1986, he spent 6 days orbiting Earth aboard the space shuttle Columbia.
When you look at the planet, you don't see political divisions and religious divisions and ethnic divisions. You see one planet that we're all in this together.
NASA continues to send astronauts to the International Space Station. They just have to board a Russian ship to get there, something the agency hopes to remedy through private companies by the end of the decade. The long-term goal, however, may be more appealing: a voyage beyond Earth's orbit, landing mankind on an asteroid by 2025, then Mars in the mid-2030s. CBS News space consultant William Harwood.
That's the promise for people thinking about NASA as a career 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road. It's the promise of exploration. It's the promise of moving out into the solar system.
Of the roughly 3,500 applicants NASA is expecting, only about 15 will be selected for training. But NASA is quick to point out that one of them may be the first person to leave a footprint on Mars. Chris, Erica, back to you.
CBS's Whit Johnson. Whit, thanks.